Hello, it's me. Today, we're going to be looking at some mafia recruitment tactics that you never knew existed. Some of these are common sense, and some not so much. So make sure to watch till the end. Also, if this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe for more content. And if you do, you will get a free copy of my ebook on how to protect yourself from online scams when traveling abroad. Let's get into it. So the first thing that they look for is people who have connections, right? People who already know other mobsters or have access to places that the mobsters want to go, because if you can get the mobster in somewhere without drawing any attention, it's going to be much easier for them to do their crimes. For example, if you're a chef and you work in a restaurant, then they'll be like, "Hey, listen, why don't you put some bad ingredients in the food? Make it not good." Then they'll go to the restaurant and nobody will suspect a thing. But if they send an undercover agent to the restaurant, everybody's going to be like, "Who is this guy? What is he doing?" They're going to think something is up. So having those connections is really important. The second one is loyalty. Absolute loyalty. If you join the mafia, it means that you have to be completely loyal to them. If you were to go and tell the cops anything about them, then you would be considered a rat. And when someone's a rat, what happens to rats? They get whacked, all right? They get killed. So you need to absolutely trust the person. It needs to be a person that is not going to go and tell the police anything about you or anything that goes on with your group. Now, this can even extend to your family members too. So if you have a family member who's been arrested for something, right, and you become friends with someone who is also a mobster, they're going to ask you, "Listen, would your brother or sister or mother or father testify against you if you got arrested?" Because if the answer to that is yes, then you cannot be trusted. Because if you were to get arrested, they might go and tell the police just to protect themselves.
Ow.
The next one is discretion. So discretion basically means being able to keep a secret. A lot of times the mobsters are very rich people, okay? They made all their money through illegal activities, and they don't want it to be known. They do want people to know that they're remaking lots of money, because that attracts a lot of unwanted attention. So if you read the type of person who goes around talking about how much money you have, or you read the type of person that has expensive items and you talk about how expensive they are, you're not discreet. You're re-attracting a lot of attention to yourself, and that as the type of stuff that the mafia does not like. Okay, so you need to be able to keep secrets. No, 4 is greed. Now a lot of people join the mafia because they're looking to make quick money. Okay, they want to get rich fast, and the mafia promises that. The mafia promises that if you join, you can make loads of money. You can live a very luxurious lifestyle, and it's a huge enticement for a lot of people. But you need to be careful, because a lot of people get into the mafia. They start doing some of the smaller jobs, and then they kind of get sucked into it, and before they know it, they're doing bigger things, and eventually they get arrested. Number 5 is desperation. Now desperation could be financial, or it could be emotional. For example, you could be desperate for money because you re behind on your bills. And the mafia comes along and says, "Hey, we can make you money, no problem. Just do this small task for us and you'll get paid." Or you could be desperate emotionally. Maybe you're not happy with your life. Maybe you're being bullied at school, or maybe you're not fitting in. Or maybe you were kicked out of your house because of the choices that you've made. So if you're the type of person that is desperate for something, whether it be money or emotional support, then you're susceptible to the mafia. No. 6 is weakness. So the mafia always looks for people who are weak because it is easy to influence them and it is easy to control them. It's easy to scare them. So if you're the type of person who gets scared easily, then you're susceptible to the mafia. Okay. Or you could be addicted to drugs. So if you're addicted to drugs, then they can easily blackmail you. If you're addicted to gambling, if you're addicted to alcohol, then they can use that against you. So if you have any type of weakness, then you need to be careful because the mafia will seek you out. It will target you because they know it's easy to get you to do whatever they want. Number 7 is low self-esteem. Now, if you're the type of person who doesn't think very highly of themselves, who thinks that they not good enough, or they not smart enough, or they not attractive enough, then you're susceptible to the mafia. Why? Because the mafia will come along and they'll say things to you like, "Hey, listen, you're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're not beautiful enough. You're not strong enough." You'll believe them because you already have that low self-image of yourself. So they'll be like, "But hey, listen, we can change that for you." You just join us and we'll make you stronger, and we'll make you smarter, and we'll make you more attractive. So if you have low self-esteem, be careful of the mafia. No, 8 is naivety. Now this is more common with younger people. If you're young and you don't understand the world very well or how it works, then want to fit in. They want to be part of a gang. They want to feel cool. They want to feel like they belong. So if you're the type of person who's naive, who doesn't really understand how the world works, then you're susceptible to the mafia. Next one is peer pressure. So if you have friends who are part of the mafia, chances are that you might be influenced by them to join as well. So if you have friends who are part of the mafia and they invite you to hang out with them and they tell you to join, then chances are you might join because of peer pressure. And finally, the last one is if you've been previously arrested. So if you've been arrested before, especially for violent crimes, then you're more susceptible to joining the mafia. Because the mafia wants people who are willing to do violent things. They don't want people who are going to back down when things get tough. So if you've been arrested for a violent crime, you have a higher chance of being approached by the mafia than someone who hasn't. Those are some of the most common reasons why people join the mafia now. If you're ever approached by someone who you think is part of the mafia, you should definitely turn them down. You should not engage with them. You should not listen to what they have to say. And if they keep coming back, you should definitely go and tell the police. Now, it's not very likely that you be approached by someone who's part of the mafia. This is just good. General knowledge to know in case you ever do. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe for more content. And if you do, you will get a free copy of my ebook on how to protect yourself from online scams when traveling abroad. Also, if you want to learn more about the mafia, I have another video called 10 Crazy Mafia Facts That You Never Knew Existed. It's a great video. You will enjoy it. So make sure to click here to watch that video now. Alright guys, thanks for watching.